The one thing that I'm really wondering is how much of your organizational commitment or job commitment is tied to the level of brand building that you do in your role.
So my official day job is not to be on LinkedIn or to go speak at conferences or to do podcasts. I do a lot of this work outside of business hours. Obviously, there is a symbiotic relationship with the brand. There is benefit to Atlassian for me being out there. I would say just in the last year or so, that has accelerated, right? So as we've continued to grow, we have started to realize that the more organic approach that we've had to something like brand evangelism, we're getting to the point where we need to have a more formal process for that. We need to think about, okay, who are the right folks to be out there speaking about this topic or that topic? What are the conferences? What are the media outlets that they should be in? Those kinds of things, right? Because I have internalized the message. I do show up well on behalf of the brand. And I have started to get to go and do speaking on behalf of Atlassian, which is really cool. I got to speak on behalf of Atlassian at Slack Frontiers, for example. I've started to get to speak on some agile topics and ways of working on behalf of Atlassian. So some of that is really about that symbiotic relationship. And I think that that's something that is becoming a more relevant conversation for people as they think about growing their careers. I love public speaking. Again, that singer actor portion. I love public speaking. I love being on stage. I like doing video. I like being the face. And so because I have that as a hobby, I'm generally pretty good at it, right? I know what I'm talking about. I have good energy. I can stand up. I don't get stage fright, those kinds of things. That has potential to be highly valuable to the company that I'm working for. Whether or not the topics that I'm most passionate about talking about are the most relevant for their brand message and brand platform at the moment, that's where some of the negotiation comes in, right? So again, that's an ongoing conversation. I think that we have traditionally had one of our values is be the change you seek. Obviously, it benefits Atlassian from an awareness and an authenticity standpoint. And so when you hire people who are values driven and who are aligned with the mission of the company, you don't have to police what they're saying because they are already aligned. And then when you choose a company that does give you that freedom and that trust, you have the ability to infuse your own passions and lean in as much as you want to that kind of personal brand building or audience brand building for yourself.